Hi. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to help students who are struggling to read sight words and how you can use these sight words in Context Workbook to support their learning. But first, let's take a moment to understand the warning signs that a child might be having difficulty with reading sight words. When a child struggles with sight words, you'll often see a few key warning signs. First, they may hesitate or stumble when reading basic sight words in books, in texts, or in anything that you're probably presenting in the class. Like words could be the, and, or is. These are words that should be recognized instantly, and it usually happens over time. But if they're struggling, the reading process slows down. So another sign is guessing. So instead of reading the word correctly, the child might make an educated guess like reading was as is or the as a. If you notice this happening frequently, it could show that they haven't yet mastered those high frequency sight words. And that's where these resources come in. Skipping words can also be a big clue. If your student keeps skipping over the sight words while reading, they might not recognize them all or might find them too difficult to decode. Now, as you can see with this workbook, I like to have the students work on sight words in context, for example, sight words within a sentence. This workbook is specifically designed to help kids read and write sight words in context, which is a huge step towards helping them master these tricky words. Start by having the student read simple sentences from the workbook that feature the sight words they need to practice. For example, sentences like the dog ran fast or I see a red car. As they read, encourage them to focus on the words in context, helping them recognize that these words appear frequently in daily reading. The more they see these words in context, the easier it will be for them to remember and understand them. Next, we incorporate writing, as you can see here. After reading the sentences, have the students write their own. This will not only reinforce the sight words, but also improve their handwriting and spelling skills. As you can see here, they also do it independently. You can use interactive activities like fill in the blank or word matching activities. They are all pretty low pressure and a creative way to get them reading and writing sight words. Now, with these ones, the confusion with similar looking words, sometimes children can find there, and there. They're pretty confusing. Now, that's why I like to use sentences, so sight words within sentences, because when you show them sentences and how to use each sight word within those sentences, they're not really memorizing the word and how it sounds. They're actually learning what the word means and how to use it. Now, some sight words don't always follow their phonetic rules. So if a child is trying to sound them out rather than recognize them as whole words, they might get frustrated and not be able to read them fluently. The great news is with consistent practice and the right strategies, any student can improve their sight word recognition. This workbook is a great tool to help them move from struggling to mastering sight words. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps make reading sight words easier and more fun for your students. Don't forget to subscribe.